Our protagonist, Reacher, spent the first season in the town of Margrave, where a blues singer had been described by Reacher's brother. But it seems that his entrance sets in motion a chain reaction that includes his arrest and deaths around town, all of which have a connection to his brother's destiny. Officer Roscoe, Willa Fitzgerald, Chief Detective Oscar Finley, Malcolm Goodwin, and exonerated Jack Reacher, Alan Ritchson, team together to identify the killer in town. We find out in the end that the mayor of Margrave and a corrupt division of the town police are responsible for the mayhem. Jack departs the village when Reacher and companions defeat their enemies, abandoning Roscoe, with whom he had a passionate affair. Is Jack Reacher's future plan? With a second season renewal under its belt, where does the show go from here? Take a look at some of our most pressing and unsolved inquiries. Everything was neatly wrapped up in the show's finale, which was based on the first novel, Killing Floor. However, there is still no sign of what happens next to the formless military policeman. Next season will presumably be based on Die Trying, the second volume in Lee Child's series, assuming showrunner Nick Santora intends to remain this true to the Jack Reacher book. In that book, Jack finds himself in the middle of an FBI investigation when he helps a wounded agent, Holly Johnson, who is herself a target of the Bureau's suspicions. There are a lot of high-octane action sequences in different places in the second novel, in contrast to the previous one, which was more of a murder mystery set in a tiny village. Reacher will confront a rebellious military squad in Chicago if the series sticks to Die Trying, but it can modify whatever it wants. This may be the ideal transition into a deeper look into Jack's views on the United States military, current politics, and foreign policy as they pertain to his own experience in the service. The first season's welcome simplicity belies the fact that the Reacher world would benefit greatly from a more complex program. The novels have evolved into a wide range of tones, and by experimenting with various crime thriller genres, the authors can give each season its own unique flavor while still keeping Jack at the center. Now that the program is officially greenlit for a second season, the writers are free to adapt any novel in the Reacher canon. Season 1 held its own, but whether or not Reacher returns to Margrave or whether any of the locals will reappear in Jack's life is anyone's guess. At the conclusion of the first season, Detective Finley relocates to Boston. This provides him with the option to revisit the Reacher universe if Jack were to ever take a trip to Beantown. Despite Roscoe's character never appearing again in the books, the series takes sure to show us that she has given Jack her phone number. This suggests that Jack might perhaps contact her for aid in the future. Many more inquiries remain unanswered. Little is shown about Jack's upbringing in the show, leaving us to wonder how he got to be the imposing, reserved man he is now. Season 2 will likely include additional flashbacks to Jack's upbringing, given the nature of the show's freshman run. Season 1 reveals that his mother passed away, but it skirts the subject of Jack's father and his connection with him. Given Jack's military background and his natural talent for investigating crimes, the program has yet to reveal how he became a self-described nomad living from town to town. Reacher might delve into his connection to his previous profession and expose us to more of his army buddies via flashbacks or the main plot.